Good evening, everyone. I call the Saratoga Town Board meeting to order. Please stand for Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Thank you for coming, those of you in the audience. Updates since the previous meeting. Constable Brandon.
Only one complaint last month, surprisingly. Probably my slowest July since I've been constable, by far.
Well, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, I guess. Then the only other update would be what Laura and I had today was the Grahalski trial, and he was found in violation of the mobile home ordinance.
Due to the fact that we had a lot of records, so that was good. Keep notes. All right. Anybody have any questions or comments for Brandon? Boy, sorry to make you come all the way.
That's all right.
Thank you. All right, moving on. Building inspector Josh, we have his report.
Should have his report.
Yeah. 12 permits in July. 4 garages, no new houses, couple remodels. Well, we're still moving forward, right?
See a new house going up on your spot that you used to live.
Yes, yes, I did see that. Yeah,
Foundation looks good from what I can see.
yeah, that's good. All right, zoning administrator. All right, so we, at the plan commission, we revisited the zoning ordinance and made the corrections, and the I retyped the whole ordinance. The plan commission reread it, found my mistakes, and I'm waiting for a couple people to get me their corrections, and then I'll recorrect it, and it goes to the plan commission next month. After all the corrections have been made, the next step will be taking it to the town board along with the updated map of all the places that have been rezoned in Saratoga. And then it will go, of course, to the county for approval and then back to the board for adoption. And I believe this does not have to go to public hearing because we didn't make any ordinance changes, just clarified a couple things in there. So what else in the zoning? I think that's about it. We're just focusing on getting that zoning redone. All right, next we've got road crew, Douglas.
Or Tom can go first.
Okay, Tom.
I'm casting this vote. I'm just here just as a citizen. But,
All right,
Well,
then we'll go back to Douglas.
All right.
Well, these guys been mowing. We paved Hollywood. We're paving Bainbridge and Sandy Circle, Sandy Trail, and what's the other one?
Sandy Springs?
Sandy Springs.
Did they get over to the subdivision today, or
What's that?
did they get over to that subdivision today, or?
To
Yep,
Sandy
we're over there right now. I'm
Okay.
gonna head there right after I get done. They just finished pulling the cul-de-sac off of Sandy Springs, and they're gonna start on the main line and use the rest of the loads they have tonight, finish that up.
Bainbridge looks amazing.
Excuse me?
Bainbridge looks amazing.
That looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. And
Did
it's
you go over that?
pretty well traveled, yeah. Yeah, pretty nice. Just like 20 minutes ago. Yeah, it's good. Anything else, Douglas? Just a second, sir. Do you have anything else?
No.
Okay. Did you have a comment, sir?
Yes. I have been coming to this meeting a couple years ago. I've been out of town for a while.
Okay, well, welcome
But-
back.
Well, maybe. I was under the impression that 10 Mile was going to be repaved last year. It is getting pretty bad.
Yes, it is on our schedule for next year, but we have to go with how bad the roads are.
Well, 10 Mile is worse than Hollywood ever was.
No.
I'm sorry. I drive 10 Mile every day. I drive Hollywood every day.
Can I?
Please, Douglas.
We have a rating system. It's called a Pacer rating system.
I'm sorry, but this has been going on for the last 3 years. And I was told 2 years ago that it was on the schedule for last year. It wasn't done last year. It wasn't done this year. Now you're saying it's going to be done next year. So what's gonna happen if another road comes up and somebody complains about it? Are we gonna, because it hasn't been done in over 20 years.
It's not complaint driven, sir. It's actually driven off like our PACER ratings. So our head of our road crew, our head of our public works, and myself drive down the roads and we rate them to see which ones are bad, but we also go by how much traffic it gets. And just so you don't think that I'm not believing what you're saying, I have two brothers that live on 10 Mile. So I know what the road is like. I go there every Saturday
Okay.
night. But we do have it scheduled.
And you know how bad it was when those truckers from the electrical company used that all summer long, and it became much worse.
Are we talking 10 Mile or Blue Ridge Lane?
10 Mile. 10 Mile.
They weren't supposed to drive that.
I was gonna say, I'm not
You know,
aware.
whoa, I came here and complained, and they came after me with the police. The police came to my
That's
place.
before my time. I don't know this.
I'm not aware.
MRJ, when they did the power lines coming through,
Okay.
they used 10 Mile for their semis all summer long. And it was after that that place became very, very bad and uprooted.
You know, I have a previous board member here in the audience, and he probably has more information on this than I do. So, Roger, could you comment on that, please?
Well, I'll tag off on his comments, which are adequate,
Okay,
they're precise.
okay,
The other road that sometimes, truckers get mixed up where they're going, it just happens.
Sure.
With the GPS system that's in place now, they come down through the hollow on Range Line, you're much aware of that.
Yep.
And they also run down Blue Ridge Lane and they come around on Love Road. So,
Okay. Do you remember when the previous administration was in, do you remember this gentleman coming in? Because I don't recall that on my watch.
you'd have to reference your records, he
Okay.
probably did.
I mean, it's the
Douglas?
topic.
I think we're gonna address this on 6 anyway.
Okay, all right. So if you would just wait around
Okay.
and we'll address it on number 6, and then you can comment further.
All right.
Would that be all right?
Sure.
All right, thank you. All right, Caston, do you have anything for us?
I'm assuming Doug's still doing all the road paving.
I actually drove down Bainbridge. It looks really, really good.
Good, that's
Yeah.
good to hear.
Yeah.
Mowing is going on right now, that's the one thing. So
Yeah,
the east side
good.
Highway 13 should start next week.
Okay.
And then after that, it will be done.
So do we do it again this year, or
No,
we're
this
just
is the
done for the
final.
year?
Yeah, this
That
is
was
the
the
final
final.
contract.
Okay. How often do we mow? Twice a
Just
year?
twice a year.
Twice a year. Same as the county?
I don't know what they do. They do their own thing.
They do it once.
They do it once.
State does it once, and the county, they've been spraying early.
Oh, they've been spraying that stuff.
And then they cut once in the fall.
Okay.
What is our schedule for the mowing of the ditch?
So typically in June, July is our first mow. It's 2 cuts on each side of the road. So it's about, 10 feet from the edge of the road is all we cut in June, July. And then starting in August, September is the fall cutback, where we cut back to the wood line. So that's all the way back to the edge of the right of way.
Did we miss any roads in June or July? I got a couple complaints, but I said they're coming.
Yeah.
And then they came, you guys are doing it now. And
Okay.
so I've been getting a lot of compliments because I don't know if some of the roads around Love, Blue Ridge.
I do
Area.
know when the west side was done, it was, after it was done, the stuff was growing very fast because of all the rain. So a lot of areas didn't look like they were touched at all. Like Range Line was horrible, even after it was mowed.
Right.
It sprouted right back up. So, yeah, it just came back really fast this year.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Good. All right. Next is Plan Commission. I'm sorry, Josh is not here. He just called in not feeling well. I kind of filled you in what was going on at Plan Commission anyway. So just redoing the zoning. And, okay, we got the clerk.
So, a couple things to remind you of. The fall workshop for Wisconsin Towns Association in Point is September 15th. And then I did send everybody the link for the new website. It's not live yet, but if you want to take a look at that, compare it to what our current website is, if there's certain things that you see that aren't lining up or you can't find, take a screenshot and you can email it directly to the contact name that's the developer of the site. So that way if there's any changes, whatnot. I've had a few things that I've sent over to her and she's made a few adjustments, but
Wouldn't you rather they contacted you to let you know that this is what they found and see how you would like to see it? Because you're the one
well, but if she has questions on what they're seeing,
who, okay,
then I'm the middleman trying to
okay.
interpret what one person says to the next.
That's just to us members right now.
Yep, just to the
Okay.
board members,
All right.
it's not live
Okay,
yet, yeah.
just the board
Yep.
members,
Yep.
okay.
Does that make more sense then?
No, it does,
Yeah.
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. So, like I said,
Good
I've had
interpreter.
a few things that I didn't either couldn't find or suggested to move here or there,
Okay.
that.
How does that interaction work? Is that working good? So you put in a word and you can drop an agenda or
I
a...
haven't played with the search capability yet on that.
That's what my focus is, especially for the people in the audience. When we talk about something at a meeting, you can go on our new website and you can just put in a word. The best thing would be someone's name or a street or something. And it'll bring up all of the agendas and all of the minutes that pertain to that specific item. So I'm really anxious to see that.
Yeah.
It's been a long time in the works.
Yep, so like I said, if there's suggestions, and then she'll spend time with us as it, or me as it becomes
Yeah.
closer, because there's a different way that I'll have to post things, but.
Right. And there is going to be a face page picture, so if anyone wants to submit a picture that they think that this represents Saratoga, we would definitely entertain that. I took some pictures, but I'm definitely not a photographer. So we would be looking for something there. Okay, anything else? All right. Our treasurer is actually doing training in her office right now. So if anyone has questions for her, we can disturb her, but I would rather not if we didn't have to.
She did give you guys all a list of the unlicensed dogs, that there were 20 unlicensed dogs, 14 different owners. I believe she gave that to you guys.
I
Maybe
don't
she
have
just
it.
gave it to me.
Yeah, I didn't.
So yeah, there's 20 dogs that are still unlicensed.
Okay, and Randy, you're kind of on top of that one, aren't you?
Yeah, they've already all been cited, the ones that was
Amazing.
last month's
Well, thank you. Wow, you're right on top of that. That's good. All right. Informational announcements by the board members. Ryan, we're going to start with you.
All right.
You just look like you have a lot to say.
Not really. Been getting a couple people asking for some more information about the clean sweep coming up September 13th. I see we just posted that, so I shared it with them and notified them, and I also shared it on my Facebook page, so people can go on Facebook to get more information about what's accepted and what's not accepted, the dates and times for the clean sweep coming up September 13th, so that's good. Ditch mowing, I did just want to make a comment that I have been getting a lot of compliments now. I think you're probably right, Casson, with the amount of rain and the growing. They're really seeing and appreciating the ditch mowing. And then I also wanted to bring up the Hollywood Road surface. I've been getting a couple complaints and people complaining about the job that was done on that road. They want to say that it is better than what it was, but they expected it to be probably more smooth. I did drive it a couple times after getting complaints, and I can see what they're talking about with the patchwork having to be done. It just doesn't, for the amount of money we spent, I thought it would be a better product at the end than what we did receive. So I just want to put that out there, that there are people that are.
Yeah, we had some issues with that, with automatics on the paver and just things that normally come up in the paving process. Not as smooth as I would like it, but like you say, it is what it is. It's
So, can I ask one question about the Hollywood project?
Absolutely.
So my dad lives on Hollywood, and he's, I guess, rather upset about it as well. His biggest gripe is his yard. He used to be able to mow the shoulder. He can't. And for him to fix it, he's going to need 2 dump truck loads of black dirt.
Yeah, that's typical. First of all, when you do a road like that, we raised it up 2 inches, then 2 inches of asphalt, so it's 4 inches higher. But that shoulder over time gets growing in. That, every one of them driveways along there, they have the same complaint. I've talked to a lot of people about that. They can put dirt up against that. That's not something the town does.
Yeah, I just feel like it shouldn't have been tapered maybe a little bit more instead of, I mean, he's got an 8-inch curb now.
It'll taper over time, there's no doubt.
Okay. I guess I was saying like he
Yeah.
can't.
Normally, that's the typical application you have. That's a common complaint when you redo a road. It really is.
I just wanted to inquire so I can.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not the first one I talked to.
No, I know.
about
He
that.
said he's had people talk to him.
Yeah, there
about
was
it.
several people on that. And what do you do? That's just the way, that's the way they gravel, when they put it on, is what they do.
Okay.
Chase, do you have anything to add to that?
No, when you put on a shoulder, if you have too much out there, going down, if you have somebody that pulls off that edge, you tend to have a lot of problems, especially even when plowing. If you have anybody that goes anywhere off that edge and you got too much of a taper, it just pulls them right into the ditch. That shoulder is a safety on there, kind of a buffer on that area. So
Well, if they go off the shoulder right here, they're gonna get hung up. So
if they go off the shoulder, but the whole idea is they can go off the road a little bit and still be
I
up
know
there.
what you're saying. But
The only other way to do it would be to, bring in a, bunch of dirt and level that off
Fill the
the
ditch.
edge. I mean,
Right, yeah.
yeah, you're gonna be filling the ditch at that point, so.
okay. That's why I was curious. Thank you.
Anyone else? Comment?
I'm assuming we get that same complaint on the ones we're doing now.
Okay.
Same thing.
So, all right.
And
There's
we
some
had
manicured lawns over there, and they're not gonna like them.
Yeah, that is probably that's gonna be probably the number one complaint over there, I would assume.
we had it on Ranger Road here too, when they did Ranger Road, so.
Yeah, but I wasn't that fussy.
I wasn't either.
I just wanted my road done.
Yep.
All right, Chase, you're next.
I had one complaint on Sandy Springs when the pulverizer went through, knocked out a sprinkler. It basically had it too close to the road. And I guess just a reminder that right away and right up next to the road, they really can't be putting anything like that, because it's, if the
right of way.
pulverizer is gonna take out a sprinkler, it's way too close.
Thank you. Anything else?
No, that's pretty much it.
Just a couple little quick things. I'm still getting some requests for storage containers, pods.
Okay.
People are still inquiring about it. I'd like to maybe throw it out there to the Plan Commission again, I don't know. Maybe put some limits.
Oh, we have limits. We have,
Well, it's not allowed for storage
well,
containers.
they're allowed, but under certain
Right, I mean,
instances.
permanent
Oh,
type storage containers.
okay.
Just throwing it back out there, it was
Sure.
it was brought to my attention. The other thing that was brought to my attention is, our corner on Ranger Road there, Balloon Saloon. Somebody's complaining about the cars being parked in the triangle right of way. There was a guy that had a car parked just the other day between the blacktop and the highway, and he was only about 2 feet off the highway.
Ooh, ouch.
So
Maybe,
I don't know if that would be something.
do we mark their parking lots for the triangle, or will they? Or is that something we do, or they have to do it? Do
Well,
we
they should
mandate
be,
that?
I mean, I can't hear very well, but,
Over at Boone Saloon, people are parking too close to the stop sign.
that would be, on that one, that would probably be a DOT.
DOT or state type thing.
Because they have to have a setback there.
Okay.
I'm sure.
So I can take care of that.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Right.
Take care of
That's
that.
all I had was
All right,
just a couple of things.
that's it?
That's it, yep.
Anybody else have comments on that corner? No? Okay, and I actually have nothing. I know you guys are surprised, but. All right, approval of the previous minutes. Has everybody had a chance to read them?
Well, the biggest problem there was hardly anybody here. There was 3 of us.
Yeah.
The only thing I found was in the when Doug was talking about the mower, Looks like it's basically a typo. They have been dealing with a repair on the mower and would like to order a replacement. Should be a replacement part.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, everything else looked good. Does that make more sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Got it.
Just add the wood part.
Other than that, I would make a motion to approve.
I'll just hold,
What's your comment, Tom?
Oh, we're just talking about that part for the mower
Oh.
tractor. Over the years, it's been welded numerous times.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
right. It was just
And,
a, it was
the
just
front
a
right
typo.
corner takes the beating because, guys bumping the trees
Sure.
in order, obviously they're not movable. So it is kind of racked.
Okay,
So, but I welded it now and it appears to be holding, but it's still, we took the rollers off and the front wheels off it.
yeah,
And, so it's lighter now. But now with it still kicked up in front, it's still racked.
okay.
It's digging into the grass.
Weren't we gonna have
They were gonna check
Josh
Yeah.
has a friend who could make a part?
Possibly.
I mean,
You ain't making this.
reconfigure?
Yeah, that's.
They were gonna do some checking
This
on
is a
that.
pretty involved part.
Okay. So, are you saying that we're gonna have to
Probably replace
make
it.
do or,
We're good for
Yep.
this season.
okay,
I would say,
put
through
it
the
on your
course of the
wish
winter, we
list
can
for
probably
your
swap it out.
budget? Okay. So what is that actually called?
Mower mounting bracket,
Yeah,
and you had a price on it, didn't you?
yeah, it's around $4,000,
Okay,
but
It
we're-
is racked though,
Yeah.
Tom was right, it's
Okay.
skewed,
all right.
when you pull the mower up, it comes up crooked.
I'll make sure to remind you when it comes budget time to add that in. Okay,
yeah, if it changes out this winter, that'd be fine.
okay, all right.
Is that what happened in my ditch?
Probably.
How'd you know that?
All right. Got it.
And I made a motion to pass them.
I have a motion by Carl to approve the town board minutes. Do I have a second?
I don't think
That
you
would
were
have to be
on
you.
second because they were not here.
That would have to be you. You were
Oh.
down here. You
All
look-
right.
Unless you have anything else.
No, I have nothing else. And I did look at them, they look fine, so I'll second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Okay. All right, moving on. Number 6, the trip application approval. This is what we need you to listen here for.
Yeah, number 6 is a trip town road improvement, meaning there's some funding, there's a grant system out there for that. And 2 grants that I'd like to apply for, and it has to be in the minutes, so when we apply, we have the board's
Yes.
approval of this. So 10 mile from range line to the east, 1 mile where the new patch is, that's the worst part on 10 mile.
Can you tell me what that was again?
10 mile,
From-
on 10 mile,
Yep.
from range line to the east,
Okay,
1 mile. And there's probably an offset from 13 back to the west where that'll match up with.
okay. Is that where you're talking about, sir?
No,
Okay, so,
not even close.
okay, so where are you talking about exactly?
I am down more towards Nakusa Iron, near Z.
Okay,
We're down around the bends.
Yes.
is that where there was an accident there not too long ago, right?
UTV accident.
Okay. Do you want to take a look at that?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, thank you. All right,
Give me what's your address there, sir?
579.
I'll get the ratings and we'll take a look at that.
okay,
3 years ago, when they were redoing the power line through Saratoga,
okay,
they spent the entire summer moving heavy timbers from the north to the south.
okay,
And they used 10 mile to haul that lumber across all summer long.
okay,
And it really it really made that road a lot worse than it was before.
okay,
I do know you get a lot of iron trucks that go across there. too.
That too.
Okay.
And also since that water park went in, 10 Mile is the fastest way to bring your campers into that park too, because it's a straight through shot from 13.
The campground.
Oh, campground.
The campground.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of campers that go through there too, which wasn't 3 years ago. There was not that kind of a track.
Okay.
So in the last 3 years, we've had a big uptick of heavy traffic on that road.
So
Do you
did
think
you,
it's more the traffic, or do you think it's the surface?
The traffic is definitely disturbing the surface.
It's not really the surface, it's more the traffic that's on the road now.
No,
I mean, it's curvy, I know that, but.
it's curvy and it's also very bumpy. It is unsettled. Huh?
I'll look at it.
Okay.
did you sign in, sir, with your phone number? Because I can give you a call after he lets me know what it is.
I can give you my phone number.
You're on camera, I don't know you want to do that, but if you want to write it down, I'll make sure I get it. If you want to give it to me, you certainly can, but I'm just warning you, you're on camera. A lot of people don't want to do that.
Everybody knows where I live.
I happen to, but I know your neighbors, so.
There you go.
And as soon as,
Should I ask which one?
I don't think you need to. All right. I will definitely, as soon as Doug takes a look at it and makes a determination, I'll definitely let you know. It'll be in, well, with the holiday, it might be next Tuesday or Wednesday, okay?
I've been putting up with this for the last 3 years.
And I appreciate that. I'm sorry I've never heard this complaint before, but I'll address it.
But
Anything else?
we need to have approval on the trip stuff.
Okay, can you finish, that was just 10 Mile?
I didn't want us to move on with
No,
that.
no, I'm sorry, I wanted to get his
So,
taken care of too.
it would be 10 Mile from Ranger Road to the east, 1 mile.
Okay,
That would be one. The other one would be 64th from Mill to Church. That's approximately 3/4 of a mile, maybe it's a mile.
okay. Okay, got it. Is that it, Doug, for the
Yeah,
trip?
that's the two trip projects.
Okay,
Douglas, did you say Mill to Church?
64th
64th
from Milton.
from Mill to Church.
It's only a half mile.
Yeah, it's not a long
Half
stretch
mile.
in there.
Are we,
is it half a mile or
Half
3/4 of a
mile.
mile?
Half mile.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a full mile, I know that.
All right. How do they determine what qualifies for the trip?
Condition. You
Okay.
need to pick out a road that's worthy. And
Okay.
that, if you travel that road, it's worthy. So is 10 Mile.
Yeah, that,
are we putting in for a 90-10 program?
Yeah, well, yeah, we can do both. I can check both boxes.
Okay.
okay.
And we're not gonna try for 52nd again at all on that?
I could, but the problem with using there's not a lot of money into the trip program. You'll get like 50,000 maybe.
Well, that 90-10, there's a bit more funding
Yeah.
for, and that's,
I did that once before on there and we didn't get that, but I can do
I
that.
think that was the first year they had that out though, and that, a lot of towns have started tapering off, because they haven't gotten it.
I'll give it a try. I don't have a problem with that.
Yes.
For 52nd?
Yeah.
Well, and they always drop it down to a 70-30.
Well, we
so
were
that-
talking-
Let's approve it and I'll look at the application and see if I can get that in.
Okay.
Okay.
We were talking about 52nd because we got all the stumps out of there now, and it's all full of patches and dips and everything, but
Yeah,
it's a
we're
main
talking about
thoroughfare
our
for our
road.
ambulance. and
Either way,
police.
next year, that would be our program, but
Yep,
if we
okay.
can get aid for that, it would
Yeah,
help.
if we can
Okay.
get it, it would fit that.
Okay. Okay, so I need a motion.
73 to Spruce, is that the one you know?
Bruce, yep.
Yeah. Okay, I need a motion from somebody here.
To approve the application?
Yes,
I'll make a motion to approve the trip application.
I'll second it.
Okay, I have a motion by Brian and a second by Chase to approve the grant application for 10 miles from Range Line to East, 1 mile on 64th Mill to Church, about a half a mile, also 52nd, 73 to Spruce. All
And
those in
then, and
favor?
then 90-10 on the 52nd from 73 to Spruce.
Okay, and also to include 90-10 on 70, on 52nd from 73 to Spruce. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Those against? Okay, motion has it. Do you need some time for that one?
No.
Got her? Okay. Certified survey map for Andrew Bartek. Okay, it was sent from the Plan Commission, approved at the Plan Commission level. There was a discussion, I do have to come and say there was a discussion because the gentleman who asked for this was Andrew Bartek, but the owner of the property is Lloyd L. Ryman Living Trust. He's the owner. And I did verify that just because someone orders this doesn't mean it will go through without the owner signing for it. So you can order to have a CSM done anyway, but it won't be recorded unless the owner signs off. So just letting you know that the Plan Commission asked me to check that out. So what?
Which, there's a map in here now, which corner
Yeah.
is?
You
is
can
it-
kind of
is
see,
it here or?
it's, I kind of outlined it
This is
here,
28th Street.
right here. So it's right here.
Oh, okay.
So the owner didn't ask to split this off.
Well, it could be. We don't know who the living trust,
It's a truck.
we don't know who is involved in that. So it's right here,
Yeah.
right there. And Brian, you know where it is? You can see it on the map? Okay.
So this is gonna be Church Avenue here then? This boundary line here? Or is this the boundary line that he's talking about?
28th is right there. So church is way over here.
Okay.
So here is where the property is. I'm assuming it's a family and the family's starting to split it off. That's my assumption. I don't know that. But
And I can note that on the CSM before it's sent back too, that you want the owner to sign for that.
you don't have to.
No?
That's
Okay.
just how the law is.
Okay.
Without saying.
Well, I don't see anything that would, I mean, everything follows their zoning
Yep.
at this point, so I'm gonna make a motion to approve the CSN for parcel number 1800166.
Okay, I have a motion by Chase
I'll second that.
and I have a second by Carl to approve the CSM for Andrew Bartek. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those against? Motion passes. Okay. Business permit for Llewellyn Rentals. So just so everybody knows, I guess you'd probably be the one to say this. You go ahead.
Lake Country RV has been sold. The buildings, A1 Self Storage is who owned the buildings. A1 sold out to Steve's Plumbing, Steve Llewellyn. And he is going to move all his equipment, offices, everything into the Lake Country building. So Lake Country is no longer gonna exist. And Steve's Plumbing is gonna be there. They're gonna continue doing the self-storage units. They're also gonna continue picking up the trailers from the lakes, winterizing them, storing them like Lake Country has done for 30-some years. So,
And
They also gonna sell LP?
yes, they are.
They're gonna keep the LP tank going?
Yep, we're gonna train some of the gals in the office to do that.
Okay, that would be my biggest concern.
And I just want
It's
to
the
reach out.
closest one, yeah.
Reach out and say, Dawn and Carl Knudsen, thank you for being a business owner in the town of Saratoga for so many years, and good luck on your retirement and your future.
I will relay that.
All right.
So this is in highway commercial, correct?
It's in highway commercial, yes, and the use,
Or light commercial, I think, 73.
it is like,
Light commercial.
Have all the renters of the, I know this has probably nothing to do with you.
Sure.
Have the owners of the storage units been notified?
Yes.
Okay, because we have a storage unit over there with the American Legion. I'll bring that up at the next meeting to make sure that they are aware of that. Cause I haven't heard anything and I'm on their board.
You said the buildings are still owned by them, or is it? Or
No,
The
he bought everything.
the buildings were purchased.
Oh, they were, okay.
A1 Self-Storage used to own the buildings and the land.
Okay.
And then Lake Country leased the building for their business.
And my assumption would be that they would have to notify the
They
employees
have,
as they have contracts.
Yep.
No, I understand that. I'm just gonna I'm gonna bring it up at our
Sure.
meeting to make sure that they understand and know that, cause I did not know that until just now. I was wondering
That would
why
make sense.
they're so empty over there.
Yeah,
Yeah, letters.
The
yeah.
sign I saw said that they were still doing RV repair and stuff like that, but I guess that's gonna go away too?
The only thing they're gonna do is the RV storage.
Yeah, right, okay. All right.
So, but yeah, letters have gone out,
All right,
from both parties, actually.
actually, I know that has nothing to do with you, so I will bring that up at our meeting to make sure that they understand that.
well, we appreciate that.
They are still gonna be accepting payment at the
Okay.
building there, so. if
The
they-
other thing that I'd be worried about is that's where I go to get all my LPs.
Yeah.
So,
Well, this seems to fit with the light commercial, so I think,
thank you.
motion to approve the, business application or business
A motion
permit.
to approve. Do I have a second? I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Carl?
I'm gonna withstand voting on that one.
Thank you. Carl works for
Abstain.
both
Both
places. So that was, I'm glad you abstained. We appreciate that.
No conflict of interest there.
Unique sign request, Pete Gilson.
I didn't
Have
see
any
that in here.
information about that?
Okay, so the information was
I
from,
didn't have any new information, but I can tell you what Josh told me about that. Give me 1 second here. So he said that the Pete Gilson sign request was recommended for approval by the Plan Commission because the business sign is part of his unique sign. The business sign is proportional to the guitar and will fit the size of the sign accordingly. Anything smaller might not look attractive or fitting. So that was his statement.
and I want to say, as an interim zoning administrator, that a home-based business, which this is, says that a sign has to be 2 foot by 3 foot, and he is proposing a 4 foot by 8 foot. So I just want to bring that to your attention, and I know I don't have a vote, so.
That's a little bit big for that location. I know what's there is small, but
I think the guitar is gonna do all the speaking.
What are we zoned there?
Residential.
Residential?
yeah, 8 foot sign at that location is kind of a,
I know it'd be misproportioned by having that smaller sign
I mean, he's right on the
right on top of
cranberry
the hill
bars.
there. So, yeah.
Right on the cranberry bar.
So he is zoned, yeah, actually he's zoned suburban residential, same as I'm zoned, 1 acre. And he's a home-based business.
Madam Chair,
Yes, sir.
as a member of the Plan Commission, we established the unique sign ordinance, and
Yes,
you
sir.
guys approved it.
Yes, sir.
And that was part of the reason that ordinance was established, is to take in consideration uniqueness of an advertising sign.
Yes.
If you guys don't approve it, we might as well burn that ordinance along with a couple other ones.
Well, I believe, I would like to address that, Dan. I believe that that sign says maybe, that ordinance says may be approved, not will be approved. So I would say that we would
realize you
have,
have the last say,
yeah,
but I'm just saying, that was part of the reason that the sign ordinance
I
was
agree.
amended to allow for unique signs.
I agree. And I think having that guitar out there is definitely a unique part of that sign.
And it looks good too.
It does.
It's not an eyesore.
Yeah. And I also see that they're advertised on the side of that bar that's on the corner of Griffin and Griffith and the highway. I think Gilson's is a wonderful business. My kids went there. So I just have myself, and this is me personally, I don't have a vote here, but I just think that the getting a 4x8 piece of signage out there is kind of taking away from what the purpose of that zoning is, which is residential. But that is only my opinion, so.
So is the guitar part of this sign, or is that considered separate as yard art?
No, I guess that's your interpretation.
Well, I'm just trying
It
to figure
was
out
part
what
of
we're
the,
trying
it
to
is
approve.
part of that one piece is what my assumption was. Is that correct, Dan, from what you remember?
Yeah, I thought the whole thing was all one piece.
Yeah.
Okay, so the guitar is part of the sign to approve.
Yeah, the guitar is up here and it looked
Is
like
that the impression the planning commission had there?
Yeah, the smaller sign was in between the posts, as far as I can remember,
That's what I remember
drawing
for the
that-
first one, yeah.
that he had originally brought to the plan commission.
Yeah. And I wasn't aware of the picture of the 4x8 part of it. It was just on the notation.
Do we have a picture?
I was gonna say, do we have something we can look at?
I don't have
Pull
anything.
the old packet, if that's
Could you?
what the.
Yeah. It went to the plan commission like
That was-
that.
Okay, because I don't know that I've seen what we're
Months ago,
trying
maybe?
to approve at all. Sorry, Doug.
Is it up right now?
I think the guitar part is up, but the verbiage is not. I just went by there yesterday and it wasn't. And I see that he's got a gazebo back there now. I mean, it's a very attractive lot. It certainly is.
It's eye-catching,
Yes, very.
which is what you want for
Right.
business.
And his mailbox, the holder of his mailbox is a guitar. I mean, it definitely portrays what's going on that property. I just don't want to be the town that's has 4x8 signs in front of the
every yard.
houses.
Well, what's the verbiage sign is 4x8?
Yes, sir.
I didn't know that he was going to go that big.
Yeah, that's
But I
what,
guess that was part of what discussion was 2 months ago.
yeah, I'm sorry, and I wasn't there. I was in the hospital, so I don't know. We could go on to something else and just table this for a bit until she comes back.
What do we got next? Concrete waiver?
Yeah, we have a concrete waiver for Daniel DeWitt on 26th Street. I'm sorry I'm moving this along, but we are kind
Have to
of,
take care of tonight.
yeah, we got a lot to take care of tonight.
All right.
So,
I don't think we have any grounds to really refuse a concrete waiver, so.
no, we're just telling him he has to note it on his deed.
So I'll make a motion to approve the concrete waiver for 8621 26th Street.
Do we need Paulette to be here to write this down?
I'm rating it, but,
Oh, you were?
yeah. Okay, I have a motion by Chase. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Carl with a C or K?
It's okay.
Gosh, why didn't I remember that? Okay, I have a motion by Chase, a second by Carl. All those in favor?
Aye.
That's number 10. Can you set this on her notebook, please? She can verify it by looking at the film.
Yeah,
too.
she goes back to Mount anyway, so.
Okay, adoption of the utility ordinance. This is gonna require a little discussion. Oh, Douglas left. Oh, darn it. Okay, so what's going on is, we all know that there's heavier transmission lines going in, so that means the easements by the utilities is on the road right of way. And we have seen electric companies kind of getting a little close to the corner, so visibility of seeing is becoming a problem because these utility boxes are getting very large now because of all the utilities. So
Where is this?
all over. Mainly, if you want to see the biggest problem that we have is 52nd Street though. So we were called out to 52nd Street, and what has happened is that they put a box right by the stop sign. So when you get up to the stop sign, the box is 5 foot tall. So you get up there, you can't see. So we asked them to move it back, and then in doing that, there were 2 other ones that we had problems with too, so we asked them to move them back. And they said, well, we don't have an ordinance in place to direct them. So I was asked to write an ordinance. So I wrote this ordinance. I want to get it in effect right away because this way we can keep those big utility boxes away from the stop sign. But in this utility ordinance, as long as we're addressing the electrical, I thought we should probably address the gas and the, what is it? I want to say TV.
Well, the internet.
Cabling, yes. So I went to the Towns Association. I got their help for going through this ordinance and picking out what we needed. And I added some language that we needed, and under the direction of Doug, we thought to comply, we would keep the utility boxes 200 feet from an intersection. So that is the biggest thing in here, is just to keep those boxes 200 feet from an intersection. Our biggest problem, Brian, I don't know if you've been getting complaints on this, on the corner of Church and Z, we have no control over that. That's controlled by the county. But we get a call, I bet you once a week, that they can't see around that box. So that's kind of where it started. But last week, Doug and I went out to 52nd Street, met the utilities out there. And we had a discussion, and this is what the outcome was. And I pushed this through. I bypassed the plan commission so we get something in place, because right now is when they're doing the utility underground work. So that's all I have to say.
I read through it and it looks very nice to me, very well worded.
Thank you.
It seems to address a lot more than
So
I thought.
the Towns Association had like a template
Yes.
basically that we just went off
Yes.
of and utilized
Yes.
what they
And
had.
I had somebody helping me saying, okay, we're a town, we don't have infrastructure. I don't want to be so restrictive that people can't come in and do stuff, but we need to keep it back off our right-of-way, to the back of the right-of-way, so that in plowing, snow plowing,
Right.
we're not running into them and damaging them. People aren't having accidents at intersections.
Yeah, I would think it would be to their advantage that they'd want it away from the
Um,
road just for the snow plows.
Well, the closer they can get to an intersection, less boring they have to do. Yes, I understand. I agree with you 100%, but
More accidents at intersections cause more problems with those boxes too, so it's
Well,
like,
I mean, the
it would be.
snowplow goes through there and snow gets into those
Yeah.
box. They got a big repair,
yeah.
so.
But we did cost them a lot of money by moving those 3 boxes, and I realize that, and I'm sorry, but they do send us, and I shouldn't say we're held harmless, because they do send us a map of where they're gonna put them, but it's hard to visualize. You gotta realize that writing's really small, and,
And you don't realize how big they are till they actually go in.
right.
I guess the one question I have is,
Sure.
where did we come up with the 200 feet, or how we? come up
It was just something that we thought that if we kept it outside that vision triangle,
Mhm.
that we would be safe there.
Okay. So you just strictly went off the vision triangle.
Yeah.
All right.
Instead of saying that strictly that 200 feet, just maybe do something more like, keep it to the outside of the vision triangle.
Well,
or-
so,
I know what I know what you're kind of thinking of.
but we don't have anything in writing about what a vision triangle is here in
All right,
Saratoga.
okay, gotcha, okay,
So we're going by the county.
okay,
So
That's yep.
we went to here.
okay.
So we didn't address a vision triangle other than saying this much footage back from the.
that, okay.
If it doesn't work, then we'll address that when.
So
We
they've
have a
got to
problem.
submit permit drawings. Who's going through the permit drawings?
The head of our public works did,
Okay,
but now it's the head of public works and myself.
okay. Because I see that the one spot that maybe, to make sure it's followed, we gotta make sure whoever's looking at these drawings and
Well,
understands everything in
that was
them.
kind of the problem, yeah. But
And
we've got
actually knows how to read the drawings too, so.
Hopefully we got that covered now.
Is there, I didn't see much in here for, like, when soil's disturbed, like in their subdivisions at all?
There was something on clean.
Yeah, I did put that in there. Yeah,
Something in clean.
yeah, there's, erosion control, section 23, sorry. Okay, so number 2, under major projects, any required temporary erosion control or stormwater management measures shall be installed at the job site prior to the commencement of work. After work is completed at a site and temporary erosion control measures are no longer required for their intended purpose as determined by the town, the utility shall remove any temporary, oh, that didn't help.
I guess that's
I did have
erosion
something in there.
control,
Yeah, that's,
you know, but
yeah.
that's not really
yeah,
addressing.
that's not what you're saying, I know.
You know,
Just a minute.
in the last few years, I know in my subdivision, we had 2 different companies come in, tear up a lot of the yards, and then they'll do it in the spring and then wait till August to actually fix anything.
Yeah. The utility shall respond to any soil disturbance by promptly replacing the soil and topsoil and/or temporary seeding and mulching of the soil.
Okay, so, but we don't
Okay.
define what promptly means.
Well, that would be, here in Wisconsin, it'd be before the snow falls.
I guess what happened the last 2 times we had, you know, they waited long enough for weeds to get
Well,
tall in there, and then they dumped some black dirt on those weeds and
that is a
put
hard
grass
thing.
seed in, and
I agree.
totally good.
I agree, Chase. That is a very hard thing to control, what they plant back there.
Well, I'd just like to see them get at it a little quicker than they do, because, and we had one last fall, they didn't come until June to fix it. And the previous one, I think they did it in May or June, and then we didn't see them until almost September to fix it.
So in promptly, you want me to put within,
I don't know, is it reasonable to put within a time frame, or?
I mean, maybe they're doing all the diggings at one time and they're gonna come back a month later and repair them all. I don't know how they work it. Whatever you guys say.
I don't know. I know I've heard complaints from, well, other people in my subdivision, other subdivisions, that, you know, it's gone through, and the time it takes for them to repair those yards has been quite a while.
I could see by using the word promptly, yeah, we could muddies the water a little bit.
Okay.
But
After promptly, I can put within,
Within 30 days, maybe?
yeah,
30 to 60
Within 30
days.
days?
Maybe give them a little window there
I would put it at 30 and let them ask
for more.
okay,
I guess that's, I'd like to see it before 30 myself, but 30 I think gives a
I can
good
do that.
Yeah, that should be
distance.
plenty. That should be plenty.
I know, I personally have a complaint about that in my yard, and I know a lot of other people have had that too, and
I don't have a sheet to sign the ordinance in to effect.
And being that I drive around with a truck with a light on the top, they stop me thinking I'm involved in those projects a lot.
Yeah, you
So
got
I
one
hear
of them big
pretty,
trucks.
I think
quite
we're
a
gonna
few.
make that change anyways, you can still approve it, and we can sign it at the
Okay.
next meeting,
All right.
right?
Anything else, you guys?
just one quick question about the 200 feet setback. Is that gonna be an issue with driveways? You want it so far away from the intersection, but now
Well-
say you're in a residential area, now it's getting like in between a couple driveways, so somebody,
Well, see,
that's gonna
that-
bother
I
that.
think it's set in there, or best as possible, or something like that. What section are you in there right there?
This is section 12A5.
I remember reading something.
That's a very good question, Brian. I had, that one that we moved on 52nd.
Yeah.
When we moved it back, that put it right next to the other one that was next to his driveway. But there was no other recourse. But that, I agree, that is a, but then a driveway shouldn't be closer than that to an intersection either, right?
But are you creating a blind spot then for that driveway? Somebody leaving that driveway,
Good
is that
point.
going to be in the way?
Well,
If-
but it's supposed to be set back to the back of the lot line. I mean, to the back of the right-of-way line. I put that in here.
Which means it should be back
So
at
it
around
should
the
be
20
back.
Yeah.
foot from the roadway, so there should be enough to pull to the end of the driveway and
And
look.
look,
I did put that in there.
I've never seen it somewhere kind of weird.
I mean, I've just got to, we can what if this to death, but if this is already what's being established around the county,
And if
probably
it,
better to have something than nothing.
if it becomes a problem, we can address it then, right?
Right.
But this is give us the
Guidelines,
groundwork, a
somewhat,
basic place to start.
I could see if it becomes a problem, adding in another line of, it must be this far off of the driveway or something, but
Can we have an ordinance just not telling them like a size, it can't be higher than this or.
We can't do that because I talked to the head of Alliant, and these cases come in certain sizes.
Mhm.
This holds 3-phase, this holds single phase. So these cabinets are size. The only thing that I didn't ask him was the bases. I know the bases were like this high. I wonder if they can get a ground base, or if the reason the bases are that high is to keep the water out of them. I don't know.
I think if we start limiting the size of the cabinets, we're gonna,
Have more of them.
well, you may end up with
Oh.
more, or you're gonna limit the possible technology that's gonna be able to be brought in, or the type of electric possibly.
The
And-
electric ones were the biggest. That's the ones, the 3-phase, that's the ones that are big. They're like my size.
And we may also see that the utility companies decide to go above ground rather than below ground. To be honest, I think most of our residents prefer below
Below
ground.
ground.
And there is another clause in here, if you haven't noticed, it was, if you put something new in, some underground and you have above ground, you remove the above ground. We don't have that in here now, and we had, with that last storm, we had lines falling down, and that's okay, we don't need them, we have underground now. Well, then remove them, well, yeah, we don't have to.
Solaris did remove a lot of these along the highway here though this summer. A lot of the unused stuff. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, I didn't.
They cleaned their poles is what they called it. Because when they went on to that new fiber optic stuff, a lot of the old stuff they no longer used. And I think that's what you're talking about that they ran into.
That should have never made it in. That's just my notes, what I
Yeah,
send
what
off.
is that?
That's
I guess
my notes,
for
what I send off to the
my
paper.
knowledge
Yeah.
of utility work and stuff, I mean, we can always come back if an issue arises and change something or reword it. So I guess I'm all right with what we have here at the moment.
Well, if you're looking for a motion, I would entertain a motion to approve that ordinance with that one minor
Okay,
change on whatever page that was there.
24.
I will second that.
Okay, I have a motion by Carl and a second by Chase to approve the utility ordinance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those against? Okay, it will be considered ordinance 08272025.
Okay, are we gonna be sending this off to our
I will,
utility?
I told the utilities I would send them if it was approved. So as soon as I make that change, and then Paulette will give us a paper to sign next time because we didn't sign anything this time.
Okay.
But I will let the utilities know so I'm not blindsiding them. Okay. Let's move on.
Or should we go back?
That unique sign request
Okay,
got tabled there for a
So,
while.
yeah, I looked, and when I gave you guys stuff for the picture, it wasn't the right one,
Okay.
and I never got the correct one. So, I think that was given at Plan Commission, but I never
yeah,
got.
you
a
don't
copy.
have a packet for the
So-
plan commission.
Well, we would have had what we had to give out, but he brought it with, and I never got a copy of that, so.
Okay.
Can we table it till we see a picture?
That's another month.
I know it, but
Yeah, I know, you can't.
Pete ain't showed up
I
yet.
know.
He hasn't showed up yet that I've known.
Was he at the plan commission? Did he?
I
Dan,
just
did
had
he
the
sh-
verbiage.
2 months ago. Okay,
I'd really like to see a picture before I approve it.
I don't think I'm ready to make a decision at all on it, to be honest.
I didn't get a packet because I'm not a plan commission member. I guess in lieu of making a mistake, I would rather us table it, if that's okay with everybody.
I'm okay with that. I would make a motion to table till we see we have no plan here in front of us.
We have no drawing?
No.
Okay.
I guess, yeah, I'd like to see what it's gonna look like in location where it's gonna be, I mean.
Well, I did see when I was
Especially
at the
when we're looking
plan, I did see a location on, when I was in the audience at Planning Commission, but I never seen anything in front of me here.
I guess especially when we're looking at something that's as subjective as needing board approval because it doesn't fit.
Okay,
I would like to see a little more in front of us here.
okay, I need,
Make a motion to table it until we get a picture of the drawing.
okay,
I will second that.
okay, I have a motion by Carl, a second by Chase to, all those in favor? Okay, we're gonna table this until, we get a drawing. And I will personally contact Pete.
I'd love to prove it, but I don't have anything
Yeah.
for me to prove.
You know, I should have been on top of that, I think. Okay, hiring an architectural service for the Public Works Building. Okay, so we've determined that we're gonna take it to the Citizens